All right. So today I just want to make a video on, confirming draw on liquidity, right? Because a lot of traders use the concept draw on liquidity, but they don't actually know how to confirm it, or especially if you're a continuation trader and you want to be trading when the markets are actually moving towards your targets, right? You need to be sure that the markets are actually ready to move. So what does that mean? Because, just because you have a draw on liquidity doesn't mean your trade idea is automatically valid, right? If we're ranging and shit like that, you don't know if markets are moving just yet, right? So you want to wait for those expansion conditions. So I just want to show you guys how I actually confirm my draws on liquidity, and give y'all a little bit more insight on that. So we've got FX replay open right here, just because I don't have TradeView replay or TradingView replay, whatever. But I've already got my draws marked out, right? This is a swing high here on the 1 hour. So again, like if we're holding this bullish gap here, this would have been my next draw on liquidity. So we took that out right or during pre-market. So now I'm trying to figure out what markets are going to do next. So this is a perfect example because I don't know what markets are going to do at this point because we just took out my draw on liquidity. So I'm waiting to see if we are either going to sweep this high and displace lower, or I'm waiting for, price to show me if we're going to go any higher, right? Because we do have this 4 hour gap, but technically we did just sweep, buy side in a 4 hour existing gap. So we could very well, dump here. We could very well go lower. So I have these ideas, and these are going to be the beginnings of my narrative. So now I'm just waiting for price to show me what it wants to do. What do I mean by that? I'm looking for a price to displace in my direction to show me where it's going, right? So I have these draws on liquidity, but I don't have a trade idea just yet, because you can't just have a trade idea based off of a draw on liquidity. You want to make sure via market structure and, displacement, whether or not these draws on liquidity are valid. So now, literally, all I'm waiting for is price to displace through any given condition or whatever. But right now, this is my condition. If we displace through it and continue and then get the entry model, I'll look to target this 4 hour gap. If we displace lower, I'm looking to target lower. This is my condition for price, because this is going to show me whether we are sweeping or we are displacing through the high and continuing to target higher price. Now you can also use fair value gaps as conditions, right? On the 15-minute, if we had any open fair value gaps, but we do just have a bunch of low resistance liquidity. But again, like if we had any open fair value gaps, you could use an inversion as a condition for price to show you if it's going lower. But right now, in this case, I'm just looking for displacement. If we displace higher, we displace lower. So let's play out the first few candles. Okay. So it does look like on the 1 minute, right? We're still kind of holding bullish. I'm not necessarily looking to target shorts just yet, even though because this just looks like manipulation to me because it's off of open. So let's see what happens. And again, in line with the condition, if we end up inversing this, that's showing me that we want to go lower, right? So let's see what we do. Okay. All right. So we're starting to displace higher. This is giving me the idea that we could potentially see longs. So I would want to see some follow through. I don't have a trade yet, but I do have an idea for what could happen. Okay. We are still pretty far away from the draw on liquidity. So, okay. So now we just matched the entire move down. So again, I don't have an idea. I don't have a trade yet. I need to see follow through. I need to see something in order for me to trade. But right now, since we are failing to push higher and we match the move up with the same amount of aggression, I'm thinking, hey, we probably could see, shorts play out here. So, okay. If we get a stronger close. Okay. Perfect, right? we basically we did inverse every single bullish PD array on this leg, right? We failed to push higher through the, 1 hour swing high. We never like truly displaced, and we inverse this 5 minute, right? So now everything is showing me that we want to go lower, literally every single thing. So this is the entry I would take. Boom. Okay. But again, the best entries you will take are when price is showing you direction. And, just a recap of what, happened, right? We were using this swing high as a condition. We don't know if we're going to go any higher just yet. So now you are literally just looking and using PD arrays and displacement to validate your draw on liquidity. That is what I mean. Because again, you don't have a confirmed draw on liquidity in this case. You don't know where price is going. So all you're waiting for is direction, valid direction, speed, or any sort of PD array showing you that we're going in a certain direction, right? And perfect example, right? Sure, it looks like we're displacing higher, and it's giving the idea that we could potentially see this higher 4 hour, but like if we had retraced and then gotten a stronger reaction than the retrace, then yeah, we probably do see higher price. But the fact that, we just kept dumping and we inversed all of these conditions on this leg, we probably do see lower price. We probably do, because there's no reason for us to dump and inverse all of these conditions if we're not actually going to go lower, right? So that gives me the idea for shorts. And now I'm literally just waiting for a strong close to enter off of. So again, just a quick recap. If you are in range-bound conditions or you don't necessarily know what price is going to do next, just look at volume. Look where price is displacing towards and then find your entry accordingly. Because that is the best way for you to confirm your draw on liquidity, is if we're holding certain PD arrays and we're actively displacing away, because displacement shows you literally all you need to know.